Team USA played their second game in the FIBA and won 92-62. They pretty much dominated and controlled that game start to finish. To be fair, they didn't play against Luka. Luka did not play for Slovenia, which, very likely when they play Greece, they're not going to have Giannis. I believe a report came out that he's actually going to rest because he got like a little injury and he wants to prepare for the upcoming NBA season. The real challenge is the next game against Spain. Spain is ranked number 1. They are very good, very talented, and that's going to be, in my opinion, the real test. If Team USA can overcome Spain, then they're probably not going to lose a game the rest of the way. So that'll be pretty interesting, and I would love to see that. But the Spain game should definitely be a very good game. I do think that Team USA, they have the athleticism, they have the size, they have the talent to compete with those guys, and we'll see how it goes. But another big game, another big standout from our boy Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves continues to shine in Team USA, and it's just funny that like all the love, all the hype, all of the attention, and just glamour he is getting right now for Team USA. It's a completely different narrative than when he first got with Team USA, right? People were, he doesn't deserve it. Like, it's only because he's a Laker. If he wasn't with the Lakers, he's not good enough. He's just a glorified role player, blah, 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 blah. And he's been one of their better consistent guys all through practices. Steve Kerr and the players on the roster have all talked about how great he's been, and he's translating in the actual games. Again, another standout performance. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, great efficiency, right? Like, the guy just continues to light it up and continues to be great. And some people might be thinking, well, he only had 10 points. Well, like, that's FIBA, right? Like, you're with all these guys. For example, he's tied for 3rd in scoring, right? Like, Tyrese Halliburton had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. The leading scorer was Anthony Edwards with 15 points. And then you had Jalen Brunson, who had 11. So you had Halliburton and Austin Reaves tied for 3rd, with 10 points. And you had basically similar stat lines. Tyrese Halliburton had 2 more assists, but Austin Reaves had 1 more rebound, right? Like, they were really good. And because they do it by, like, value, right? Like what is the value, which is basically just like the plus minus. Austin Reaves was a plus 18, where like Halliburton was a plus 17. And to put that in perspective, Austin Reaves was he was tied for first with Jalen Brunson at 18 value, right? So basically a plus 18. So efficiency, the ability to score, the ability to play make, the ability to impact the game on a multitude of levels, playing great defense, getting after it, hustling hard. I mean, the guy has absolutely earned and shown what he is capable of doing and that he does deserve to be on Team USA. He does, right? Like, and this is just great for his confidence. This is great for just the promise of this upcoming season, because he had this real standout when LeBron got hurt, second half of the season, and then into the playoffs, right? And there is the question of this upcoming season, would he have been able to replicate that, right? Teams are going to be locking in on him defensively more, and there is still that kind of question mark, right? Because, one, Austin Reaves isn't playing with a team full of, like, where he's like the 9th guy on the roster. He's playing with a team that he's like the 3rd guy on the roster, right? And on many nights will probably be the 2nd guy on the roster, like when LeBron is out or Anthony Davis is out or whatever. So defenses will definitely be honing in on Austin Reaves more, and will be trying to like actually slow him down and stop him and do things like that. But I just think the fact that he's been able to do this in Team USA scrimmages and practices and in the games for FIBA, like, that's a huge sign that Austin Reaves he's probably going to be better than we expected. Just simply on the fact that, like, there always seems to be this uptick with players that play for Team USA the following season. They're usually better defensively. They usually have a bigger scoring output. Because it just becomes, they're playing against the top guys in the world constantly every single day, through scrimmages and practices. And, every scrimmage, every day, he's having Anthony Edwards, who's one of the better defensive guards, guard him entire scrimmages. Or Tyrese Halliburton, or, Cam Johnson, or Mikal Bridges, or, going up against the Defensive Player of the Year last year in Triple J. Like, he's playing against these guys constantly. Where, he's not going up against, nothing against Gabe Vincent, but like in practice, he's going to be going up against Gabe Vincent at times, right? It's like he's bigger than Gabe Vincent. He's a better player. Gabe Vincent isn't slowing him down. He's going to do what he wants to do. But a guy like having to have like Mikal Bridges on you all game, constantly, that helps you learn. That helps you learn how to fight through those guys, because those are the type of guys that are going to be guarding you all season. And so if he would have gone to Team USA and he was struggling and, he was like, and they were just kind of talking like, oh yeah, he's doing fine, blah, blah, blah. No, like there's video evidence of him busting everybody up, right? Like, you can watch the games. You can see how good he's been, how confident he looks. There's not the hesitation he's had in the past, right? Like, a year and a half ago, to the last half year before his big explosion, he was hesitant. Like, he'd have the open shot and he'd pass it up, or he wasn't aggressive getting to the basket, or now you're starting to see that confidence. You saw the confidence start to pick up come the second half of the season when LeBron went down, and then leading into the playoffs, and especially in that Denver series. He averaged 21 a game in that Denver series, and so you saw that, and then to see that translate to Team USA and see, oh no, he's playing with it would be so easy for him to be passive and have that as an excuse. It would, because he's playing on Team USA with a bunch of guys that are number one guys on their respective teams, and he's the 7th, 8th, 9th guy. But no, he's playing a full round game. He's not just going out there getting 20 and being selfish. No, he's getting his 10 points on efficiency. He's going and grabbing boards. He's playing defense, hard-nosed defense. He's setting other guys up and making plays for others, right? All of those things he's going to do for the Lakers, and it's going to translate great. I, for one, am super pumped. And just getting to see Austin Reaves with Team USA and what he's been able to do so far, and seeing that going into this upcoming season and seeing how well that translates, I couldn't be more excited. Because one, he deserves it, right? He showed the type of player that he could be, and all the naysayers and all the people, I mean, he's still going to get hate, right? There's still people that are like, Austin Reaves sucks, blah, 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 blah. Yet he just keeps busting everybody up. Keep talking, right? When the Lakers and Austin Reaves are hoisting that trophy at the end of the year, you're gonna be real upset, right? It's just, you have the noise, right? And look, is some of the hype part of him being a Laker? Absolutely. I've admitted that myself. I've talked about that repeatedly in several videos. If he was on Detroit, right, or somewhere like that, because that's where he was originally, Detroit wanted to draft him. If he was on Detroit and he was doing what he's doing, right, would he be getting as much hype? Would he constantly be in the headlines? I'm not saying he wouldn't get some shine, right? Because pretty much everybody on Team USA has gotten some shine. But Austin Reaves is getting more light than pretty much anybody right now. And just the constant interview questions and all that stuff are all about Austin Reaves. After game one, Austin Reaves got the interview over everybody. All of those things. Would that be happening if he wasn't a Laker? Probably not. But let's not pretend he hasn't earned it, right? If he was trash, he wouldn't be getting all this hype and attention. He's getting it because he's been very good and he's a Laker. So it's going to draw headlines and draw attention. But if he was out here playing booty, no, he's not going to get that hype and attention. We can't say, two things could be the same. They're both could be correct. He's a Laker, so he's getting extra attention, and he's also good enough to deserve and warrant that spotlight, right? Like, both of those can be true. If he was just this, like how people try to portray him as just this glorified role player that just, he had a good moment, well, then what's your opinion on him busting Team USA up and being again, top 3 to 4 player on Team USA the last 2 games for them, and just being super fit, like everything he was doing for the Lakers, guess what? He's doing it for Team USA, right? And so much so, he's playing over guys that many people were like, oh, he's not going to play because these guys are just better than him. Guess what? He's playing. Guess what? He's getting minutes. Guess what? He is busting people up. Right? Again, like, we can't, like, we got to be honest. Right? Even the haters. Like, of course, there's always going to be the haters that are just going to keep, they're never going to admit it, because if they do, their heads will explode or whatever. Right? Like, they'll lose their minds. But if Austin Reaves had an opportunity to go to their team, guess what? All those same people that are like, Austin Reaves is a bum, Austin Reaves is this, they'd be the first ones like, yeah, we got Austin Reaves, yeah, woo. Like, it's hilarious to me, like, how people just perceive things. Austin Reaves is a great player. He's going to be a huge factor for the Lakers, and every single team in the league would gladly take Austin Reaves if they could. And he is on the Lakers. We need to cherish him. We need to value him. And I'm loving this experience and just the showcase that he's presenting for Team USA. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel about Austin Reaves and his performance in the first 2 games? What do you think overall for Austin Reaves? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below.